Here is a comprehensive list of Daniel Radcliffe's films. The Tailor of Panama, 2001. His film debut. He plays the son of a spy in a thriller set in Panama. The Woman in Black, 2012. A gothic horror where he plays a young lawyer uncovering a ghost story in a remote village. Feel Your Darlings, 2013. He plays the famous poet Allen Ginsberg during his early college years. Horns, 2013. A dark fantasy where he wakes up with horns on his head that force people to tell him their darkest secrets. What If, 2013. A sweet romantic comedy about a guy who falls for his best friend, who is already in a relationship. Swiss Army Man, 2016. One of his most famous roles. He plays a flatulent, talking corpse that helps a stranded man survive. Imperium, 2016. A tense thriller where he plays an undercover FBI agent infiltrating a white supremacist group. Jungle, 2017. Based on a true story, he plays a backpacker lost in the Amazon rainforest fighting for survival. Guns Akimbo, 2019. An action comedy where he plays a man who has guns bolted to his hands and is forced into a live-streamed death match. Escape from Pretoria, 2020. Based on a real prison break in South Africa during the apartheid era. Weird. The Al Yankovic Story, 2022. A parody biopic where he plays the legendary comedy musician Weird Al. Now You See Me Too, 2016. In a brilliant bit of anti-Harry Potter casting, Daniel plays a tech prodigy and billionaire villain who hates magic. He kidnaps the Four Horsemen, the world's greatest magicians, and forces them to steal a powerful data mining chip. It's a fun, fast-paced heist movie where Daniel gets to be a charismatic, slightly spoiled brat. December Boys, 2007. Filmed during his Harry Potter years, this is a quiet, coming-of-age story set in the 1960s. Four orphan boys living in a convent go on a summer holiday to the Australian coast. When they realize an elderly couple might want to adopt one of them, their friendship is tested as they compete for a chance at a real family. Miracle Workers, 2019-2023. This is a comedy where each season tells a completely different story with the same cast. Season 1, Daniel is a low-level angel in Heaven Inc., trying to answer an impossible prayer to stop God, Steve Buscemi, from blowing up Earth. Season 4, 2023-2024. He plays a Mad Max-style road warrior named Sid, trying to navigate domestic life in a post-apocalyptic wasteland. A Young Doctor's Notebook, 2012-2013. A dark, gritty comedy set during the Russian Revolution. Daniel plays a fresh medical graduate sent to a tiny backwards village. The twist? He is frequently visited and criticized by his older, cynical self, played by John Hamm. It deals with the brutal realities of early medicine and addiction. My Boy Jack, 2007. A heartbreaking true story based on the life of author Rudyard Kipling's son. Daniel plays a young man eager to fight in World War I. Despite having terrible eyesight, his father uses his influence to get him into the army, leading to tragic consequences at the front lines. Supporting and character roles. Victor Frankenstein, 2015. This is a reimagining of the classic story told from the perspective of Igor, the hunchbacked assistant. Daniel's character is a brilliant self-taught surgeon rescued from a circus by the eccentric Victor Frankenstein, James McAvoy. They work together to create life, but things quickly spiral into a gothic nightmare. The Lost City, 2022. Daniel plays a hilarious, over-the-top billionaire villain who kidnaps a romance novelist, Sandra Bullock, because he believes her fictional book contains the location of a real ancient treasure. He is obsessed with his legacy and willing to kill anyone to find the Crown of Fire. The complete Harry Potter saga, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, 2001. The Hook, the start of everything. Summary: an orphaned 11-year-old boy named Harry discovers he is a wizard and is whisked away to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. He makes his first true friends, Ron and Hermione, and realizes he is famous for surviving an attack by the dark wizard Lord Voldemort. Together, the trio must stop Voldemort from returning to power by stealing a legendary stone that grants immortality. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, 2002. The Hook. A darker mystery begins. Summary. Harry returns for his second year, only to find the school in a state of terror. A hidden Chamber of Secrets has been opened, releasing a monster that turns students to stone. Harry is suspected of being the culprit because he can speak to snakes, but he eventually discovers the chamber's true heir and faces a memory of Voldemort trapped in an enchanted diary. 3. Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, 2004. The Hook. The transition into teen drama and darker themes. Summary. Harry learns that Sirius Black, a dangerous prisoner and supposed servant of Voldemort, has escaped Azkaban to find him, as ghostly soul-sucking Dementors guard the school. Harry discovers the truth about his father's past, learns the Patronus charm, and realizes that the traitor isn't always who you think it is. 4. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, 2005. The Hook. The turning point where stuff gets real. Summary. Hogwarts hosts the Triwizard Tournament, a dangerous magical competition between 3 schools. Harry is mysteriously entered despite being underage. The tournament ends in tragedy when the final task leads Harry into a trap, resulting in the physical resurrection of Lord Voldemort and the first major character death of the series. 5. Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, 2007. The Hook. Rebellion against authority. Summary. The Ministry of Magic refuses to believe Voldemort has returned and sends the cruel Dolores Umbridge to control Hogwarts. In response, Harry forms a secret student group called Dumbledore's Army to teach themselves defensive magic. The film culminates in a massive battle at the Ministry of Magic and a heartbreaking personal loss for Harry. Thickies. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, 2009. The Hook. Secrets, romance, and the calm before the storm. Summary. While teenage romance blooms at Hogwarts, Dumbledore takes Harry on a journey into Voldemort's past to discover his weakness, Horcruxes, objects containing pieces of his soul. The movie ends with a shocking betrayal on the astronomy tower, leaving Harry and his friends alone to finish the war. 7. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, Part 1, 2010. Harry, Ron, and Hermione leave Hogwarts to track down and destroy Voldemort's Horcruxes. They live as fugitives, hunted by Death Eaters who have taken over the government. The trio struggles with isolation and fear while learning about the 3 Deathly Hallows, objects that would make someone the master of death. 8. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, Part 2, 2011. The war reaches its breaking point as Harry and his allies return to Hogwarts for a final stand. Secrets about Professor Snape are revealed, the remaining Horcruxes are destroyed, and Harry must make the ultimate sacrifice to end Voldemort's reign once and for all.